Good morning, and thanks for joining us. I'm Veronica Brandon Miller, and this is Goodwill, Minnesota's Good News, where we share with you the good that is happening in the community. And there is a lot of good, and in fact, we have two fabulous women who are going to talk about the goodwill that they provide to our community. But first, I wanted to talk about Goodwill and remind you, every time you donate or shop at Goodwill, you're actually helping to change someone's life through the power of work. And what that means is every time you donate or shop, the money from those donated sales help provide employment to people who have a disability or barrier to employment. And in fact, last year, Goodwill, Minnesota helped 16,000 people with employment, either job training, job skills, or finding employment. So again, every time you clean out your closet, why not think of Goodwill? And with that, and I know we talked about this last week, when you donate, we are also helping veterans reintegrate back into the civilian workforce. And last year, we helped 520 veterans reintegrate. Also, again, what Goodwill does is provide employment, and on the screen is Doug. Doug's been working with us for at least 20 years, and he's one of our fabulous employees, and actually he was the Employee of the Year, I think, 2 years ago. And what we're doing is giving them the dignity of a paycheck. So please, if you're thinking about giving up your furniture or cleaning out your garage, you're actually creating jobs by donating. So thank you. And also, I forgot, we have a great event coming up, and it's literally just in a few days. So Goodwill prides itself on being the largest employer of people with disabilities or barriers to employment. And actually, through a private grant, we did an independent study on the state of employment. Specifically, what is our community doing? How many jobs are going to be created in the next 3 to 5 years for people with disabilities or veterans? And the research is going to be coming out here soon. So what I'm hoping is that you will go on our website after the show and find out what the research was and how your company can do better. We are having a State of Employment luncheon, so that's up on the screen. Definitely, if you would like to come or get tickets or just find out what the research was and how to do better, experience goodwill.org. Now, let's talk about these two wonderful ladies. We're going to start the show. We have Resenda Calloway with AAA, and we also have Samantha Hobbs from Canada Med Prescription Services. I know I'm bunching everything together, but we're going to start with AAA.
Okay.
And what you told me recently shocked me. I had no idea AAA was a not-for-profit.
Yes, we are a not-for-profit, and we do so good. But before we do that, I want to thank you again, because I reached out to you on behalf of one of our employees that needed help. And I didn't realize that Goodwill helps the community in the way that you do in other ways. And I just want to thank you so much, and he thanks you so much. So again, the generosity of Goodwill just goes on and on and on. But to talk about AAA is, yes, we are a not-for-profit that once all the bills are paid, everything goes back into our community in the form of one thing that people aren't really aware of is that we have the driver improvement courses for seniors. We have the driver fit courses. We go into schools and we will do a simulator for kids to realize what it's like to drive impaired when they're not impaired or distracted driving. We also fund all of the safety patrols throughout the nation, actually. I mean, AAA started in 1902. We've been around that long. The auto club that is currently here in Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee, we were established in 1938.
Wow.
So like Goodwill, we've been doing good for quite a long time, and we're much more than a motor club.
Yeah. And the whole premise was for safer roads.
It was for safer roads back then, and you and I had discussed also that there are more horses than cars when AAA was established, because they realized that they needed a way for the roads to be safe, and how were they going to do that? So there were, I think, 7 clubs at that time throughout the United States, and they decided to start in Illinois, and they came together. And in 1938, when Marvin Holloway started the AAA club here in Florida, he started with 97 members.
Wow.
And now throughout our entire footprint, we have over 8 million members. So it is
And
an
I'm one of
amazing.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
And of course, as an employee,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
right.
also. And and then people always ask me, what do you do? Because I'm in charge of marketing and sales development for AAA. And what I like to do is to give them really a good background of why they are a member, as opposed to just the lockout service, in addition to talking about my passion, which is travel. So when I tell people we're not for profit or the ways that they can save money with that AAA card, they're astounded.
Well, just the senior driving.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is so important, especially for those who would love to just go to AAA. It's free.
Well, it's every Friday, and it's
Wow.
it's Friday. We hold it not every Friday, the last Friday of the month. And what they do is they tell you about the rules of the road, and you're also going to get a savings on your insurance. And then what I really like is the car fit program that we have, because as we age, your ability to turn your head right and left, how you really thought that the mirrors, your rear view mirrors and your side mirrors were adequate for you. This teaches you a way to be able to look behind and to the sides of you without making those dramatic turns. And I have configured mine that way, and I'm on the road all the time. And it is amazing on how much more I can see. It's very counterintuitive, but once you do that, we help you to seat, your seat belt, the mirrors, and then you can hopefully do it yourself.
I think I need that.
Yeah, we all do. It's like when you get up in the morning and you're sitting down and you're sitting up straight and your mirror's up here and you can see perfectly, and then your end of the day you feel like you've collapsed and you can't see, and so you have to adjust your mirrors. Just think that's when you're going old. So we're all about safety. We're all about keeping the road safe, the air safe. We were a big part of keeping the air safe in the 70s when it was so horrendous. So we do a lot.
And also, I just switched my insurance to AAA,
Thank you.
which I had no idea until I met you.
Yes, about our insurance, and we're very, very competitive.
I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yes, we do have insurance, and your car, we'll bundle it all together. I know it's an umbrella insurance, and it's very competitive. And with so many of the insurance companies moving out of Florida and discontinuing, we're there just like anything. We're always going to be there for you, and in the form of insurance. Thank you. I'm really glad that you switched over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, even though you're a nonprofit, you help nonprofits and you
Let me
give
correct
back.
that. We're a not-for-profit.
Not-for-profit.
We're a not-for-profit. And
Yeah.
yes, we believe as AAA in giving back generously to the communities that we're in.
And every year, it seems,
Every year.
you have been doing a donation drive for us. And there on the screen, there you are. You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
And wow, this is a fabulous thing because AAA is all around town. And when you were getting the word out there, please, help us with the donation drives. Because with Goodwill, we go up and down when people donate to us. And we're a seasoned area.
Right.
So when companies do this, and I know Canada Med has done this for us, and AAA, when you did this helps us immensely. And again, it's not just Goodwill you support. I see AAA everywhere in giving back to the community.
Thank you. As I said, that's part of our motto, is to be able to give back, not only in the form of making sure that travel is safe. We're your advocates in Tallahassee to make sure that things are safe, but even our boots on the ground offices, we're always supporting, with now being October and being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They're encouraging everybody to participate in a local event. So we're always doing something, and just locally, just collecting clothing for various drives, or just doing what we can. And one of the things that we also do is, I think everybody knows that community space is very limited in Sarasota. So we offer our community room to the community to use for meetings, et cetera, complimentary. So that's something else that we try to give back.
And we've used it.
And you have used, yes. We have, and it's a good space.
But again, that is awesome. And
Thanks.
last year, Goodwill and AAA partnered for a Goodwill Ambassador cruise, which
That's
Sam
where I
and-
met
that's
Sam.
hello.
That's where we met.
That's right, because they're both wonderful Goodwill ambassadors. And a few weeks ago, I talked about how to become a Goodwill ambassador, and definitely go to experiencegoodwill.org and find out how to become an ambassador. Come to one of our lunch and learns, learn about us, and then let's figure out a way of a win-win, to partner together and spread goodwill in this community. So that was great. And you're partnering with another dear person who is
Susan Stewart from the Girl Scouts, June 3rd, 2016. We're doing a Girl Scout alumni cruise, and
I'm a Girl Scout.
yes, and I'm going to
Alumni.
go, and I know, yeah. She even because I was kicked out as a brownie. We won't go there.
Yeah.
It's very traumatic. But she even said, even if you're not a Girl Scout or just support the cause or want to help girls, to grow better, stronger, it is strictly for adults. So it is not for children. So if anybody
Where
who's
you going?
watching, we're going to do the Bahamas. We're going to do a Bahama cruise. It'll be, like I said, June 3rd. And it'll just be a quick weekend and getting out there, and we're going to have... we've
Similar
got
to what we did?
Similar to what you did. And what we're going to also be doing is we'll have the conference center, and we're going to have the history of the Girl Scouts. In addition to that, we're going to be doing sing-alongs. I don't think they're going to let us roast s'mores, but we're going to try to think of a s'mores cocktail. And yes, a
there you
thin mint
go.
cocktail.
Again, it's for adults
For
only.
adults
Adults
only.
only.
But and it's for women that want to get together. If you want to bring your spouse, it'd be great also. But it's really a female centric. So as I keep saying, grab your best girlfriend, because it's going to be a good time. And just like I said, Susan Stewart is amazing in what they do for the Girl Scouts, but it's all through the state of Florida. So I know your viewership is fairly local, but if you have friends that are outside of the Sarasota, Manatee area, they're welcome to go also. They just call their local AAA office and say they want to go on the Girl Scout alumni cruise.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And make sure you send it to us, and we'll put it on
I
our
will.
website.
I will.
So
Thank
if you're
you.
watching this and you're like, oh, I want to go.
Like the Little Black Dress event was one of the best, I feel, one of the best fundraisers that was happened.
well,
that
we-
Goodwill,
yes,
that
we
Goodwill
love-
Little Black Dress was
we love
amazing.
partnering with the Girl Scouts because,
Yeah.
again, empowering young
Yes,
girls.
it
And you
is.
have another,
Yes, I look for opportunities in the community, and Cliff Rolls, which I'm sure everybody knows, that
And he was on our
wonderful
show a few
man.
weeks ago.
Yes, he is an
talking
amazing...
about you.
Thank you. I saw it. He goes, you need to watch it. But he's an amazing photographer, and I thought,
And this right behind
the
me
back, yes,
is,
yes.
from Cliff Rolls.
Yeah, well, I had asked him, I said, would you be interested in hosting a photography trip? And last year we started a cruise, and he had a prior commitment that came up, and I said, look, let's cancel this, let's move forward. So we're doing a wonderful train trip through New England. So it
To see
is
the
amazing.
foliage.
The fall foliage, it is
that
in
sounds
the
wonderful.
fall of next year of 2016. So I encourage anybody who is interested in photography and also interested in just seeing New England in a different way. Because so many people say, well, I can take a cruise. When you take a cruise, you're seeing such a small part of the cities. When you're taking this train trip, you're going to be sleeping on land. You're going to see the interior of New England via train. We're going to be doing a variety of trains. It's just not one train, and you're not traveling by train. Primarily, you'll be doing motor coach, deluxe motor coach, and by train. We'll have a dinner train. We'll have I can't even describe. There's so many trains that are involved with this. But it's really neat because you'll be sleeping in a beautiful hotel, then the next day you'll get up, you'll board a train, and you'll do New England.
How
And
fun is that?
lobster, we're going to have some lobster
Oh.
dinners. The evening we're going to actually have 2 lobster roasts, and there are meals included, $19.49 per person. That's based on double occupancy, and again, just so
We
looking
can go
forward it.
to AAA.com.
AAA.com, yes, and just put in your zip code and they'll see it, or just please contact me. I'll be happy to give them more information.
Resenda Callaway. So
Yes.
great.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
that's exciting, and that's right. You two met because you're both great Goodwill ambassadors.
That's right.
And Samantha Hobbs from Canada Med Services and Discount prescription services.
That's right.
I know how wonderful you are. Why don't
do
we
I.
tell everybody?
So do you.
How wonderful.
Well, first off, I have to thank you, Veronica, for all that you've done for the community and with us. It's been great to be partners with Goodwill. And Lucinda, on a personal note, saving my son this summer and getting him to Australia without a hitch was very, very much appreciative by my family.
Girl power.
Thank you.
Yes.
It is.
So
That's what
connections,
it's all about, helping
Goodwill
each other.
Ambassador connections
Yes.
definitely
Thank you.
played a key role this summer in particular for us. But yes, Canada Med Services Discount Prescription Services is a service that was started by my mother 13 years ago. And I joined her about 5 years ago, and my husband joined this past year. So it's now a true family business, good, bad, or indifferent, I guess you could say, but no, all's good. So what we basically do is help those that have either no prescription coverage, high copays, medications not on traditional plans, or seniors that go into the donut hole, which if you don't know what that means, it's the gap in Medicare D, the point where you've used up your allowance, so to say, on your insurance, and now you're on your own for a set period of dollar amount. So those are the criteria really that we can help people the most to save money. And we work with 3 pharmacy partners, and basically we're a mail order service. So essentially people come to our office, or we do a lot of phone and fax, and they bring us their prescription, we get it to the pharmacy, it's then billed, filled, and shipped directly back to the customer's home. And savings can range anywhere from 25 to 75%, depending on medications being ordered, compared to what you might be having to pay if your medications are off plan or if you don't have coverage. So that's what we do. We've worked, as I said, 13 years helping a lot of people in Manatee and Sarasota County and across the country. Our snowbirds leave and we can still help service them. So that's what we basically do.
Because there are so many medications, and I know we talked about this a while ago, and it was my stepmother. She was on Nexium, and the insurance said, sorry, we're not going to do a Nexium, and everything else she couldn't digest.
Right.
So
she was able to work with us, and and that's really, it's really helping people who are stuck. It's not, they're just stuck, and so it's, do you go without or find an alternative solution? And that's where we come in to help people. I have a statistic. We have 50 million Americans who did not fill a prescription due to cost in 2012. And that's the Commonwealth Fund report where that's coming from. But that's a huge number in this country.
Especially if you have diabetes or,
exactly.
and you
These
need
are life,
this
I mean, we're not
medication.
talking about, we're talking about life required medications. And the other thing that we have put together is a 10 best tip. And Lucinda and I were talking earlier, I need to add tip 11, because what we didn't mention is that American Express, AAA, Pshaw, AAA, I didn't realize, offers a discount for prescriptions. So that's a number 11 tip. But there's so many tips that we can use here. Publix does a great job in offering many antibiotics and other medications at no charge. We have Costco and BJ's. A lot of people don't realize that you don't need to be a member. So we try and help people, the Walmart $4 drug plan funnel out, and then if they have to come back to us, we can help them. So it's really kind of networking through the community and trying to figure out how to help people get the most value from what they have through their insurance, and utilizing their Medicare D for our seniors, and then helping them where we can to fill in the gap.
Yeah, your company is amazing because, like you said, it's very upsetting when someone has to decide, listen, do I feed my kids or do I pay for my own diabetes medicine?
Do I go without?
Yeah,
do I
and
choose rent over medicine? Yeah,
right.
It's tough.
And this is such a great alternative to make sure that they are taking care of themselves and their families.
Right.
And it definitely, if you're on a budget and you're trying to find that resource, or that you need to find something cheaper. So that's great. But what's even better is, yes, you provide this awesome resource for our community, but you also give back.
We do. We're big believers in giving back, and I think you're talking about our Charity of Choice program.
Oh, yeah, Charity of Choice.
So our Charity of Choice program we started 5 years ago, and we're very proud of it. It actually was from our customers who, again, a lot are seniors and struggling on their budget, and we're used to maybe being able to give every year to an organization or of their choice, and now because of their fixed income and now this drastically expensive medication, all of a sudden their budget changes and that line item isn't there anymore. And even if it was a $20 gift, that $20 gift was so important because it made them feel good. Now they can't do it, and it's that tight. So we came up with the idea of letting our customers partner with people in our community. So we have 32 organizations that are part of our program, Goodwill being one of them. And what happens is a customer comes in, we let them choose from our list of partner organizations, and each time they place an order, we make a donation on their behalf back to that organization. And in the past 5 years, we've raised about almost $15,000 for this group, and it's pennies, but I like to say pennies count. And you know
what? I get a check every
scarf,
month
a belt, or
from
whatever.
you.
Exactly.
And so every little bit helps.
So, and it just is so nice to be able to give back to the community, help our customers feel like they're giving back to the community, and then help in addition to the financial piece of it. Our staff really feels connected, and so we've done things like, runs and volunteer hours, and we'll stuff bags, we'll sponsor when we can. So we like to try and do as much as possible with it.
You guys volunteer so much, and I know, and I mentioned this before, another dear to my heart organization is Child Protection Center, where I'm the vice chair, and you're on the advancement committee, and you've been sponsoring them, and that,
Yes.
I love that they're a charity of choice
Yes,
member
they are.
too.
They're wonderful, and they've been great to work with, and we worked hard with the Giving Challenge, and that was really fun to cross-market with Goodwill and CPC, and so yeah, it's been great. It's been a great way to make people, without having to write a massive check at once, just make a little bit count every day.
Right,
And that's sort of the
and it's
philosophy.
an ongoing good cause
Correct.
marketing
Yep.
program, which
Yep.
I'm totally about, because when nonprofits work with an organization, it should not be just one way. What can you do for me? It should be a partnership. This is, again, my background. I care about cause marketing. How can we help each other? Because when you do well, we do
Right,
well.
it's true. I mean, everyone benefits.
Everyone benefits, and we love being part of Charity of Choice. What's next with Charity of Choice? Is it going to grow?
Probably not. It won't grow much more than it is, and the reason for that is that we have equal coverage of arts, sciences, humanities, medical, and childcare. And with that, if we grow too much, then it starts to get diluted. So it's really hard to sort of manage that. So for right now, it's locked at the group that's in.
Yay, I'm locked.
You're locked in. And we worked really hard to get, the first year we had 15, and then the second year we added another 16. And we used the Guide to Giving as our resource, who, Sarasota Magazine, great, people to work with. And we came up with this group. It was, everyone submitted an application, and we went through, our team went through and sort of selected everybody that we thought made the most sense, and everyone kind of fit together to give our customers a choice of, do they want to help with the arts, or is it children, or is it animals? So that's sort of how we came up with that list, and it is, at this point, locked right now.
Yeah, well, everything you're doing is great, and congratulations on being a finalist for the Greater Good Award.
Thank you.
Was that what it was called?
It was the Greater Good Award, Biz 9 for One's first annual
Greater
Greater Good
Award.
Award, and I'm happy to say I was a runner-up to Center for Sight, who is a wonderful group, and we've helped some of their patients, and felt good to be second to someone that's given so much back through his cataract surgery.
Oh,
So yeah,
but
it was
we're
great
we
feeling.
nominate you, and we're rooting for you.
Yeah, and without all those wonderful letters from you all, that's another example of the cause marketing, to all the letters that came in. I understand that we had many, many, many letters in support for the Greater Good Award from our group of charities
Supporters.
in our. Yeah.
Well, again, it's all about helping each other out, and you both are fabulous women in the community, and empowering young women to older women, and from your business sense and your companies. So it's great, and this is what the show's about. Good news.
Yeah. There's too much bad news.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, even if this is the only show you watch,
And it should be the
And
only show they watch.
we share good news that we want you to share with others. So in case you didn't know about AAA and the insurance and all the other fabulous things they do and the fitting of the cars or prescription drugs, now you know. Knowledge is power. Hopefully you will share this. So now I need your help because guess what's Saturday? Halloween. So it's right around the corner. And again, if you did not get your costume yet, Goodwill is Halloween headquarters. And we have a Halloween costume book at all our locations and specialists to help you find one-of-a-kind outfits. And the first one, my husband and I actually did this last year, Minions. And it was really simple, and it just get overalls and a yellow shirt, goggles, and gloves. And I think our costume cost about $10, and it was fabulous. We posted this on Facebook, and someone sent in their shot of going to Goodwill and what they did. Is that not hysterical?
Oh, I love that.
I love it.
great.
And she wrote that she was able to rewear the denim and even the yellow shirt. I don't think the headpiece. That's not an
maybe
everyday
this
thing.
never know.
Yeah, not an everyday thing. But also, what's exciting today, and I guess this is what's going to happen, October 25th. As soon as we're done here, there is a sale at Goodwill. 50% off, spectacular savings. You like that? Mm-hmm. You like that? Spectacular savings. 50% off until 6 o'clock tonight. So if you didn't get your costume, have you got your costume yet?
Uh-huh. No, I'm going to get mine at Goodwill.
Okay. But do you know where you're going to be?
I'm
Yes,
going to the
I do.
sale.
Yeah,
You're gonna- and then you'll
definitely
figure it
the
out?
sale.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
What's
For
left.
sure.
Oh,
Boo.
yeah.
Well, they have so many great black dresses. They
Oh,
have,
right?
You could do everything. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is that you just go through and you get great ideas. I was there the other day because I'm looking to repurpose. I'm looking for a vertically striped or is it horizontally striped
yeah.
T-shirt for a French theme. And I thought,
Ooh.
and they had one, but it was too big. So I'm just going to keep looking because, Goodwill
Every
Well,
has
we have
everything.
numerous stores.
Exactly, and I just happened to be at 51st, and so I checked it, and I was amazed. The jeans, because I like worn jeans. It's the best place, Goodwill, to get jeans.
Excellent. So you're going to go as oui, parlez-vous
Yeah,
français?
well, there's a big event that's happening in November for AAA, and I have to go the
Oui,
bonjour
bonjour.
thing, and so I thought, my little beret, and I just need a horizontal
There you
striped
go.
shirt.
Well, again, if you're looking for great deals, Goodwill is Halloween headquarters, so I'm hoping that you'll go out and you're going to have a fabulous and safe Halloween. Thank you so much, Rosenda and Samantha, for coming on the show. I hope we shared good news with you, and we'll see you next Sunday, 9:30, for Goodwill, Minnesota's Good News. Take care.